power, and potential. Seeds produce fruit. Now, I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. My Bible teaches me that the one solid evidence externally that a person is born again is that that person produces fruit. Internally, it's the witness of the Holy Spirit through the Word. But externally, if I claim to be a Christian, but nothing comes from my life. And remember, fruit is not eaten by the seed. Fruit is not eaten by the tree. Our friends and our neighbors are hungry. And they're living on substitutes. You can go down to the drugstore and buy sleep. You can't buy peace. You can dial a phone number and buy companionship. You can't buy love. You can go to the theater and buy a ticket for entertainment. You can't buy joy. Love, joy, peace, those are the first of the fruit of the Spirit. So we are seeds, and we have great potential for producing fruit. And when this fruit is made available to hungry people, they partake of it and they say, this is marvelous. This is the real thing. And fruit has in it the seed for more fruit. You see, it's easy to get rid.
What about you? What about you? What fruit are you bearing? Every day bless me. Every day touch me. Touch me, Lord. I'm here for one more time. Touch me one more time. Prophesy to me, Lord. Speak to me now. Lord, I'm here to receive it. I take it, Lord. Every day you are taking things. Every day you are receiving things. Every day you are coming with your calabash empty to receive from the Lord. Every day you are receiving, but it's time for you to rise and to give something. It's time for you to rise and bear fruits. Yes, just like your pastor, I'm using your own apostle as the example of this message. Who don't bear fruit? You see, Christians who don't bear fruit have three problems. The three problems are in this verse. And pastors who don't tell their members to bear fruit also have these three problems and transmit it to their sheep. Number one, they have forgotten. You see, those who forget, they have forgotten that they were purged from their old sins. You see, most people forget how salvation came to them. And you forget that salvation does not come by osmosis. Salvation comes by gospel preaching. The kind of messages we used to preach and we used to hear that made us disciples. That is not what we are hearing today. Others. The last problem of those who don't bear fruit is that they are blind. Blind to what? They don't see eternity. They see only this world. But we used to sing, this world is not my hope. We used to sing, I have another world in view, in view. I have another world in view. Why is she? I have another world in view, in view. I have another world in view. I have another world in view. In view, like I'm looking at it. I'm looking at another world. But here we are. I have this world in view, in view. I have my Range Rover in view. I have my Mercedes Benz in view. I have my going to London in view. I'm going to New York City in view. Hey, I have my prosperity in view. But we used to sing, I have another world in view, like I'm looking at another world. It's not my personal song, it's a song that we all sing. There is nobody sitting on the front row who was not singing this song. Give like a fruit.
The only thing Jesus says he will cut off is a branch that does not bear fruit. That's the only thing. Just look at Jesus' attitude to fruitlessness. Just read the Bible and you'll be surprised that Jesus had no mercy for fruitlessness. In every parable he talked about a tree that was not bearing fruit. He would say, cut it off. You can give it 1 more year, but if it doesn't bear fruit, cut it off. Everything else, he allowed it and gave it opportunity. But Jesus had a short temper for lack of fruitfulness in every area of life. Why? Because that is the first command. Be fruitful.